Hey folks, Sam Basu here from Uno Platform. Now, in this age of AI, terminal UIs are all the rage. So if you're a .NET developer looking to build cross-platform apps and you're wanting to use AI in your terminal, let's take a look at how you get started with Uno Platform and Codex CLI. Let's jump in. So first thing is you'll want to hit up platform.uno. That's going to tell you all about what is Uno Platform. It's an open source stack for you to build modern .NET cross-platform apps, essentially a single shared code base, and that's in .NET. And we take your apps to all the places like mobile, web browsers, and desktop and embedded devices. Now, you can write all of this code by hand, but hopefully not. Nowadays, AI models and agents are really good at taking the first step. And speaking of really good agents, many of you are big fans of Codex. This is essentially an AI agent from OpenAI that runs in your terminal. So same exact experience on Windows, Mac OS, or Linux. So however you want to get started, head out to their docs and get things installed with either npm or Homebrew. Get signed in so OpenAI knows who you are, and now you're situated with Codex CLI. Now, as good as Codex is, it needs a little bit of help because you want that context of building a modern .NET cross-platform app with Uno Platform. So how can we help? So if I head over here to our docs, one of our goals with Uno Platform is to make it agnostic to however it is that you're building apps. So any OS, any IDE, and any AI agent, right? So if I head up to setup here, you get a lot of choices these days. But let's dive into Codex here. So this one's saying, hey, no matter what platform that you are on or IDE that you want to use AI agent, it is going to be a .NET cross-platform app. So it needs a few SDKs and runtime builds. So this is a command line tool called UnoCheck. This one tool is going to get you all the SDKs for iOS and Android, Windows, and Mac. So we can, do a build and the simulator so we can deploy. So it kind of gets you situated. So again, no matter what your IDE or AI agent is of your choice, get started with UnoCheck. So get the bits first, get situated. Then it's saying, hey, how about we get you some Codex CLI, get it installed again with npm or brew, but how about you register with some MCPs? So what are those? Let's head over to the MCP docs here. This is essentially Model Context Protocol, and this is how we bring context to our AI agents. So the AI agents, they don't need to do things blindly. They can have grounding in our documentation and have interactivity pieces. So there are two MCP servers here with Uno Platform. One is called the remote MCP. This essentially can do a doc search, and it can do a fetch, and can kind of initialize the agents to work inside of an Uno Platform app. And then once you have your app up and running, you need what's called the app MCP. This is essentially a tool that gives your AI eyes and hands. So now it can interact with your app while you're building it. It can click on things. So you can get runtime info, you can take a screenshot, type in text, all the good things. So you definitely want these two MCP servers and their tools to be available to Codex CLI. So let's go back to the docs here again and see how we get started. So let's go back to Codex here. It's saying have it installed and then run it. We'll talk about the MCPs and how you register them, but the MCPs are a little bit sensitive because it needs to be an Uno Platform app before it can actually start working. So let's head over to my terminal here, right? And I'm going to make things a little bit bigger so we can follow along. So we're going to be in terminal all the way through. So let's go into a folder here, and I'm going to actually make a new folder here. Make a new directory called Uno Codex Hello, because it's going to be a Hello World app, right? So I get in here. Now, just to make sure that we are in the folder and we're dealing with the Uno Platform app, let's create one. So we're going to go into the folder here. And the very basic thing I can do is a .NET new Uno app. And we kind of tell you this. So if I go in here, like creating your first app, it says, hey, run .NET new Uno app. And that's how you get started, right? So let's get back in here again. And we're going to run that .NET new. This is the very basic bare bones template that just gives us like a Hello World app, nothing else. So it's scaffolded that app already, and it's good to go. So now I already have Codex CLI installed. So now I can do Codex. So this is Codex CLI from OpenAI, and it's getting situated. It's already looking at MCP servers because it realizes it's Uno Platform app. It needs to wire up some things here. But this is Codex, and in here I can do model. This will tell you all the AI models that the agent can use. Right now it's GPT 5.2. 5.3 is out, which is great. So you have a choice in how you do things. Now, next thing is if I do a whack MCP, it's going to go and look through its configuration and try to find some tools. So if you don't see this, one of the first things you want to do is essentially run these two commands. This is us essentially pointing Codex to the MCP servers. Like this is the Uno MCP and then the Uno app MCP, and this one's actually running the DNX server. This dev server essentially creates a link between your CLI while your app is running and your actual code base. So go ahead and run those two things, but that's a one-time thing. As you can see, like for a new app, it already recognizes its Uno Platform MCP. So Codex is saying, hey, I see these two MCP servers, Uno and Uno app. The Uno one gives me tools like, platform rules agent init. I can do a doc search. I can do a doc fetch. The Uno app MCP gives me tools like get me, runtime info, a screenshot tool, a key press tool, a pointer click, all these things that I need. So now I'm situated with Codex CLI in a code base that has an Uno platform app. Now, there's nothing stopping me from opening this in an IDE, right? And that's what .NET developers we are used to. We are used to seeing things in Visual Studio or VS Code or Rider, but here it's Terminal, right? It's a slightly different mindset because IDEs, as good as they're kind of heavy, right? It's a lot of GUI. So whenever you hear people that we are running 15 agents parallelly, that's what they're doing. They're doing things in Terminal because it's much more lightweight. It's less resource intensive on your machine, so it can do much more things, simultaneously. So we're going to try to stay on the Terminal as much as we can here. So here, why don't we say explain this code base? So it has a very bare bones Uno platform app. And actually, while it's doing, just to kind of see what it has spun up, I am going to pull up an ID here, this being VS Code. And let's go look at this project here. We called it Codex Hello, so we can open this up. So again, it is absolutely a Uno platform project. Nothing spectacular about it. It's gotten all the things. It knows all the runtimes and so on. So it's a standard Uno platform project. I can look at all of this in my IDE. But let's see what the terminal does. So here, Codex is, again, trying to stay off the terminal and do things in a headless way. So it's saying, hey, I'm exploring your project. I see CSproj files. I'm exploring other things and grokking through your code base. I see global usings. I see assets. So it's trying to figure it out because this is the first time it's opened up this project, right, folder. So it's trying to figure out what exactly is this project? What am I supposed to do with this, right? So now it's trying to summarize, and it's going rather fast. So we're going to scroll up a little bit. So it's saying, hey, this is a minimal Uno platform app, single project app that runs on iOS, Android, WebAssembly, desktop. I get it. Here are the key files, and here are the entry points. I see some resources. I see some runtime flows. If you want a deeper dive, I can do MVVM and so on and so forth. So that's pretty good. So another thing you can do is, clearly there's a main page.xaml in here as the first page of the app. So let's see. Let me see what's in main page.xaml, right? Now, we are essentially asking for a very specific file, and we are saying, can you open the file and tell me what's in it? You do not need to do this, right? You can open up these files in your IDE, or if you want to stay in Terminal, do your favorite text editor like Nano, or there are other Terminal integrated text editors. Or if it's like a more complex file, you can have specific apps that open up the file. But for simple text-based files, Codex is good enough. Like it's telling me, hey, this is a XAML file. This only has like a single text block that says "Hello Uno Platform," and that's the app. So quick look at your code. It's actually pretty good at showing you what it is. So now I can also do other things, like I can do a .NET restore. So that's a command line tool, but I'm directly asking it to actually restore some dependencies, hopefully. And restore is updated. Want me to proceed with the .NET build? Yeah, we can do that, but how about I do this? Let's run this app on desktop using, I had copied a thing that I wanted to use. So this is using the Uno App Start. So that's an MCP tool. And let's see if we can ask it to do a build and have the app launch through an MCP tool. It has all of these MCP tools. And sometimes the build takes a little bit of time because it has to figure out exactly what to do with the build. So it doesn't know if it's a .NET project to get started with. So it's going to try to figure out all the target frameworks, like where are all the places the app can run, and what does it mean when I said run the app on desktop. So is it like a net 10 desktop build? That's kind of what it has to figure out. So meanwhile, and you can always do like a PS to look at all the background threads that it's doing. It's trying to do a .NET build, and sometimes like the very first time, like the agent gets, takes a little bit of time. It's trying to situate itself to figure out what exactly is this project, how should I build, and how should I fire this up. So in the meantime, like let's go back to any IDE here. If I look at the main page.xaml, so this is kind of what Codex showed me. So it's a very simple XAML file that shows us like a hello world type text block, right? So let's go back to Codex. It's waiting on a build, and it shouldn't take that long here. So let's do stop the build. And let's see if we can, if it has the dependencies, it should be able to fire up our app right away. We'll give it a second. It's running that. I'm terminating the .NET build. That's good. Yes, go ahead and proceed to kill the build. And let's just say, oh, now it's already starting the app because it, recognized like that's kind of what I wanted to do, starting the app on desktop, and there we have it. Okay, so it kind of got confused on the build, but it's up and running now. So you can see that this is a Uno Platform app that's just saying hello Uno Platform, right? And it already has hot reload wired up, so it can actually see the code that's running and then the running app. So let's see if we can do more things here. Can you take a screenshot of the build has stopped? No, that's fine. That's fine. Can you take a screenshot of the running app and tell me what you see, right? So hopefully it realizes that it needs to take a screenshot, and that's, and it's actually lost connection to the app, so that's fine. But it was trying to use the get screenshot app. I can't take a screenshot, that's fine. Want me to reach starting the app? No, the app is running, so it has just lost connection to the running app. But anyways, once the app is running, I can do things like, hot design. So now it is a full-on Uno Platform app. So here is my running app, and I can go into design mode. I have all the UI to put in my app. I can go into like agent mode, and I can have the agent, the hot design agent here, change up things, or I can stay in design mode. I can click on individual things. I can change up properties, all the good things. So my app is running, and I am situated and all ready to go. So the difference here is I am essentially running everything through the terminal. So I can save more things and kind of stick to the terminal in a headless way. Let's change up main page.xaml to make it a basic login page, because it's the first page of our app, right? So we are asking now the Codex AI agent to go change up some UI and see what it does. And this is the benefit here. You can write all of this code, but the AI agents are really good at taking the first step, and then you can change it up and you can be the driver. So it's trying to figure out layouts and what all does it need to do. It's going to bring down some toolkits if it needs to. Choosing to override approach, that's fine. And the app isn't running, so it should be able to. And if the app was running and if everything is hooked up, it should be able to actually do hot reload and just switch out the app. Well, it's actually updated some things here. Let's do sure. You can run it if you know how to pull up the app again. Verifying the app. Now it's trying to get runtime info, but it's no app is connected. It's building the project. So again, it's doing a lot of these steps, which are essentially great for automation. So think about your CI/CD pipeline. Think about all of the scripting that you can do. All of it is now doable through the agents. And again, it's just a lighter way of working with a lighter footprint without the IDE. So it's trying to do a build here. In the meantime, let's go back here in your IDE and let's look at the main page. So I didn't do anything. It just refreshed the page itself. So it's changed up my hello Uno Platform 1 text block to have all of this login text, right? So it's gotten me some input controls and some labels and some buttons. So that looks like a bare bone login screen. Nothing is wired up, but again, it's a step. It'll take me some time to write up this XAML, but here Codex is just doing all of it for me. So it cannot still build. That's fine. We can stop this, and let's see if we can run the app. And it's doing a build command, .NET 10 desktop. Let's run the app again using that Uno app start, if it can. It's getting a little confused on the build because it's restoring dependencies, but it was able to invoke and run the app, so it has the dependencies right. And it's doing a build again. Let's see if it's the build that it's getting confused on. So let's stop the build. Okay, so it's figured out that for some reason it cannot do the build. And deciding build before I start, that's fine. It's running the right thing. The desktop build is already finished. If you want to start the app, yes, let's start the app again. So again, it's using Uno App Start, it's using the screenshot tools, using all of the MCP tools, which is exactly what we want the agent to do. And there it is. So again, it's not much, but you can see like it's taking a first step. It's giving you like an email address and a password. So that's the Codex CLI agent trying to do its best. And it's gotten hot reload wired up again. So hopefully that stays. So now see it wired up the app start here. Let's see if it can take a screenshot now. Can you take a screenshot now? And it should invoke the MCP tool. And dev server is losing connection. So it simply cannot take a screenshot within the tools, but you get the idea. Once dev server was connected, it would be able to use any of the tools to get started and have access to all of those MCP tools so that you are more productive. So I'm talking about having MCP tools for all the things like doing a screenshot, taking clicking on any part of a button or a screen, doing a key press, typing some text, looking at the visual structure. So Codex CLI has all of those tools ready and handy. So yeah, you can stop the server. That's fine. But if I do again and whack MCP here, it should tell me like here are the tools that have available to you. So this is Codex CLI, right? So what I'm trying to say is if you are building Uno Platform apps that are cross-platform and .NET, and you want to use AI in your terminal, you're a big fan of OpenAI, and you love what Codex is doing, try this out. It's just a matter of hooking up a few MCPs, and then Codex CLI starts being really, really powerful and contextual, trying to help you out with Uno Platform development. So that's it. Follow these steps to get situated and have fun building with AI in your terminal. Codex CLI is great, but power that with contextual help from Uno Platform, and you'll be up and running in no time. So we cannot wait to see what you build. And thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks a lot.